Hey everyone, we're back with Mike from Robart, and today we're going to talk about something I have drawers full, control horns.
Control horns. Yes. So Robart has always been known for our hinges and horns. And so today, you and I, Jim, let's talk about just our ball link horns. These are not our super ball link horns. We'll tease that in. We'll talk about those in the next week or so. But today, we're just talking about our normal ball link horns. So the ball link horn is part numbers 326, 327, 328, and 329. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is real quick, I'll bring this in. So the 326, that's a 5/16. The 327 is a 1/2 inch. The 328 is a 5/8. And the 329 is a 3/4. Now, the biggest question we always get on these, that we used to get all the time, was what does that measurement mean? So I'm going to go ahead and just open this up and explain that first, and then explain what's in the bag. Okay. So that measurement is, if you were to take a straight line from the base of your horn here up to this ball on a 90-degree angle, okay, this line straight down, that's what that measurement is. So in this case, this is the part number 329, which is a 3/4 inch. That means from here, this center of the ball, down to the straight line down here, that is 3/4 of an inch. Okay?
Got it.
So what? Go ahead.
I do have questions. So, there's a lot of different kinds of control horns, and where you connect to the control horn can affect your throw. It's obvious why this is great, but tell us why a ball link control horn is awesome.
So the ball link control horn is awesome because it is not just your standard, it's not just a horn where you just have a hole there. Actually, in this is a swiveled ball. Okay, so you're going to have less binding as your clevis comes in and grabs onto that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We'll talk about our clevises also, because we do offer those later on when we're going through what's on the website. We'll show you that part number, but then Jim and I will do a video on those, what we have coming up in the next week or so also. Okay?
Okay.
So that's what makes these special, is that ball that's inside of there, and that's pivoting, and that's stopping any binding, right? That goes into that.
So as it's rotating down, theoretically you want a straight line, but occasionally it might pull a little bit this way or that way, and that ball allows you a little bit of tolerance there?
Correct. Or if you're a titch off, I guess the better way to do that would be this way, right? So let's say the screwdriver is your threaded rod or your push rod, right? As this is pushing and pulling, if for some reason you're cantered one way or another, you're still going to be okay to a point. This allows you a little bit of flexibility to be off just a titch, okay?
Right.
And that's where the ball link comes in, and you can really see it now when I have it in this position, and that ball moves around inside of there. Okay.
So a lot of receiver plates use let's say a wood screw where it goes through and then it grabs that receiver plate and pulls up, but yours are not that way. And is this just to give you a greater width of variance?
Yeah. So how you would connect these is pop that piece off, right? And then you could screw this down with wood screws right here if you'd like, or you can use the mounting plate that is part of the family mold, okay? And you can put that underneath, okay? And that's the best way to really show this, right? So essentially you'll smash these together with the provided screws, and these would come up and tighten everything down. So you've got the 3 mounting holes on each one of these, on the 3 mounting holes for this. So, bam, these come together, and they give you 3 mounting screws. Also,
Got it. So there's no nut there. That actually is threading into the receiver plate.
yes, correct.
Got it. Got it. All right. Multiple sizes. We have the ability to move around a little bit. And of course, these are
correct.
on
I
the side.
apologize.
Let me throw this up here right now.
Yes. So up there, you would just simply, like before, you'd click on catalog. And then off to the left, you'll see hinges. There you go, horns and clevis ends. And like we talked about before, the clevis ends, we'll talk about these in future weeks, but those are the 2 connecting rod, the clevis ends down there, so you can connect them to your threaded push rods, right? But today, the products we're talking about are all the way near the top.
Right.
And it's those first 4, part numbers 3, 2, 6. Yeah, that's fine. You could be on that one. That's fine. And so in here, all the way to the top, this is where you'd make your purchase on this one. This is the 5/8 inch. That's this one right here. Okay. And that's what you're going to get. You're going to get the horn, the 2 horns, the 2 mounting plates, and the 6 mounting screws. $7.18 today. And then once we get this video taken care of, this video will update and we'll get rid of the other one because we like you over here better than we like me over here.
I say we leave it all up. Also, there'll be a link down below that'll take you to all the links that you need to grab these things. And also probably a link that'll show you how to make sure you see the next video that talks about the clevises and all the other things and the components that go with this.
Thank you so much, Jim. We appreciate your time.
All right, another video with Robart and talking about how to I just want to say, I'm sure somebody's saying, are you kidding me? A thing about a control horn. But I remember when I had no idea how control horn worked, I remember having trouble getting it to connect to the bottom plate. And so there's always somebody new out there. All right. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.